Okay, guys, so let's look here. Um, Pretty much like I made the video in the alt section. There normally is some sort of dip back down into the wicks, okay, into these red 3-day wicks. Now, sometimes you can even just open up, flip red, and drop right back down. So we need to be prepared for that just in case. Now, if I show you this, it's a small headed body, small head, and then a large body. Let's uh, let's try and find one like that. Here's a good example of one just right here. Um, so, for example, you can see that yes, the momentum continued to the upside, but if I draw a fib on that, it's hard to see there. I need to zoom in. If I draw a fib on that, you can see that price, it actually dipped back down to 50% of the way down the wick. Um, so what I'm suggesting, and I think I think it's a buy, right? I do think it's a buy, and I think these things should bounce, these alts and these. I think there should be continued momentum to the upside. So what I'm suggesting is that there can potentially be, maybe we'll call it that. So when price gets down into between the 23% and the 50%, that's where you want to see Bitcoin holding. Okay, that's a good example because that's kind of what I'm thinking on these altcoins as well at this point. At least something like that, and then maybe I can get continued move to the upside. Now I missed that move this morning when I woke up. Everything had bounced really quick and off the open, straight off the open, and then I didn't want to FOMO. But we've got a similar situation here. So if we look at it, because of the rejection, because of the large volume, because we are into support, as you can see right here, because the 6 month, the open held yesterday, because we're bouncing, there's a chance that we can actually bounce more up into this wick. So with that being said, if I can get this back here, right? So it's the same as that other example. So somewhere down in here, right? This in theory should be a decent buying spot because of everything. And you can see that these wicks here and here and here. So this can now become support. If I even move that across there, you can see that this area could now actually start to become support as it was support in the past. So if I go here to a 4-hour candle, well, you can see where that dip might be to. Let me go to a 10-minute candle. Well, you can see now it's trying to be support. We've bounced out of this and it can now act as support potentially, as long as this area is holding. Anywhere below this 50% range, you have to get really worried and be very careful in case it does roll over. But if the market is going to be very bullish, then this should be the buying opportunity right down in here. And actually, now when I see this, Rose also said that she wants to buy at the $32,000 area. So there's a little bit of confluence to this. Now, if I flip this to a 10-minute chart, and kind of zoom out a bit, well, you can see where this sort of area is. If I try to short this today on this wick, let me zoom into that, and I tried to catch the fake out, and then it faked me out, right? It came back up and stop hunted me again here, not stop hunted me, but cut me out of my position here at break even or slightly in profit, and then it faked out. But I was trying to catch this, but I was catching it here, so it doubled me. It faked me out as well, but just too choppy. It's hard to catch that. Now, well, you can see that this area here, and it is between the 33 and we'll call it 31. I mean, that's a wide margin, but 32 area, if we do get to the 32 area, it looks like a good point to be buying. If this fails, comes back down in here, I think that's a buy for that next leg higher.